Cola, and outdoor rec trips. This is AFN News. Good evening and welcome to AFN News. I'm Marine Sergeant Jake Messier. You've probably noticed the yen rate fluctuating a great deal in the past few weeks. But what does that really mean to you? Airman Jason Lin talked to the NCOIC at Military Pay and tells us how the yen rate affects your cost of living allowance.
The area of your pay that will be affected by the yen rate is your cost of living allowance. COLA is pay you receive that maintains your ability to buy in a high-cost overseas economy. Many factors go into determining how much COLA you will receive in your paycheck.
COLA is based on, or is calculated on, your rank, your time in service, the number of dependents you have, and your dependency status. It's also based on a living pattern survey that the Per Diem, Travel, and Transportation Committee does periodically to compare cost in an overseas area with the cost in the CONUS.
COLA is also affected by how much shopping is done off-base compared to on-base. The cost of living off-base is 22% higher than in stateside assignments. Your COLA is 22% of your total spendable income.
The yen rate will affect that based on the percentage of off-base shopping that living pattern survey tells us. If you do 50% of your shopping off-base, then 50% of the percentage of yen rate change should affect your COLA in that same amount.
It is important for you to know your COLA amount and to make sure you are receiving the correct amount per month.
One thing the military member may want to do is to check his LES each month to make sure that he's claiming the correct number of command-sponsored dependents. If a member has 3 command-sponsored dependents, there will be a number on his LES that shows that number of dependents. So if it's wrong, you need to come to finance with your command sponsorship letter or your orders, and we'll be happy to adjust that back to the effective date so that you are getting the correct amount of COLA.
You can check the amount of COLA you should be receiving by visiting www.dfas.mil on the internet. From there, click on Money Matters and Military Pay to view your allowances. Airman Jason Lin, AFN News.
In other financial news, weekly rates at military child care centers will increase 2.8% between August 1st and October 1st as the services adopt a new Department of Defense fee schedule. Fees are based on total family income and apply to all children who attend centers regularly. Installation commanders set local policies and rates within the allowed range. Rates are generally based on 10 hours of care each weekday. Fees are broken down into 5 income categories and whether the installation is in a high-cost area designated by the Office of Personnel Management. Individual services will forward the new fee ranges to installation commanders who set local rates. Installations may reduce fees up to 20% for each additional child from the same family. The DoD will review fees during the first quarter of 1999. The U.S. Air Force Air Demonstration Squadron, Thunderbirds, has several openings for interested enlisted members. Although virtually every support career field is needed, crew chiefs are among the most critical manning shortages facing the team. 10 staff and technical sergeants are needed to fill immediate openings. For more information on the job openings, application procedures, or report no later than dates, you can call DSN 682-9582. And coming up on AFN News, trying to find a good tour to go on, or how about a loving pet? We'll be able to help you with both of these coming up shortly. Plus a look at tomorrow's yen exchange rate, your local weather forecast, the headlines in Saturday's edition of the Pacific Stars and Stripes, and what's playing at the Base Theater this weekend. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Here are some of the stories making headlines in your Saturday edition of the Pacific Stars and Stripes. Rhetoric is smoking in tobacco war. U.S. soldiers are helping out in South Korean onion fields. And Guam graduates its first senior class. And in sports, the French rout Saudi Arabia despite the World Cup troubles. Look for these stories and more making headlines in your Saturday edition of the Pacific Stars and Stripes.
Today, the Kanto Plain had cloudy skies with fog and rain. Yokosuka was the warmest at 79 degrees and Yokota was the coolest at 72. Tonight, the skies will be cloudy with rain. Yokosuka will have an overnight low of 70 degrees. Atsugi and Zama will have 68. Fuji's overnight low will be 67, and Yokota will have 65. Tomorrow, expect cloudy skies with morning rain. Temperatures will range from 78 degrees at Yokosuka to 72 degrees at Fuji. The Kanto Plain extended forecast calls for mostly cloudy skies on Sunday. Atsugi, Zama, and Yokota will be the warmest at 80, and Fuji will be the coolest at 70. On Monday, look for mostly cloudy skies with afternoon rain. High temperatures will range from 78 at Atsugi, Zama, and Yokota to 67 at Fuji. And that's your Kanto Plain weather forecast for Friday, June 19th.
And welcome back to AFN News. If you want to get out and experience the recreational activities Japan has to offer, Outdoor Recreation on Base can help. Besides renting equipment, they offer a variety of trips from indoor snowboarding to hikes in the mountains. Lance Corporal Josh Walker tells us how Outdoor Recreation can help you have your own adventure.
Yokota's Outdoor Recreation Center tries to offer a variety of activities that appeal to many different people. They offer several different kinds of trips this summer.
We're going to be doing a lot of different programs this year. As our Kathy, our rec specialist, had explained, we have a lot of new programs that are coming on board. One of them that's really good is going to be the sea kayaking.
They'll also be offering freshwater fishing at several locations, camping, and possibly even rock climbing. If cost is one of your concerns, going on a trip with Outdoor Recreation might even save you some money.
They're very reasonable. It's usually a lot cheaper to go through us because they have the discount of not having to pay tolls, and we get a group rate, so it's much cheaper, and you also have guides to help you through it with the language barrier.
Outdoor Recreation is always open for suggestions if you have any new ideas for new tours. Lance Corporal Josh Walker, AFN News.
Commanders and supervisors should encourage all service members to use their accrued leave exceeding 60 days before September 30th, or risk losing it. Members may accrue up to 60 days leave, but accrued leave exceeding 60 days at the end of the fiscal year is lost unless special leave accrual is approved. Special leave accrual is for people who deploy for at least 60 days in response to a national crisis or security operation. It is not granted for manning shortfalls regardless of the cause. Base closures, permanent change of station turbulence, and manning shortages caused by deployments or temporary duty are not a basis for special leave accrual. And finally tonight, we start a new weekly program on AFN News called Adopt a Pet. AFN will feature a different animal who's looking for a new home. Airman Jason Lynn takes us to the Pet Adoption Center to meet our first star, Freckles.
This is Freckles. He is a 1-year-old male mixed breed. He has been neutered and his shots are up to date. He's energetic, but can easily be trained with a little time and care. Freckles can sit on command and loves to play. He would be perfect for a family with older children.
If you're looking for a playful dog, look no further. Freckles is the one for you. Airman Jason Lynn, AFN News.
And just a quick reminder, the quarterly menu planning board will be held at the Samurai Cafe next Wednesday at 1:30. All meal card holders are encouraged to attend and give their input on what they would like to see on the menu. And that's it for tonight. I'm Marine Sergeant Jake Messier. From everyone here at AFN News, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.